being able to manage all that. So we have an offer, for example, called the BOGO, which is buy one get one free. So this is actually been a runaway success. It's been such a ridiculous success for us in the last 8 months. We first launched this in January or mid of January, after Pongal, before Republic Days when we launched it. It's been a runaway success. So what we are actually telling our customers is, for the land part, you pay for one person, the second person can actually travel free. And this BOGO offer is available for a lot of products in both the domestic and the international space. Second is, we also came up with something called a crazy deal offer, where, as the name implies, it's a crazy deal in the sense that you can actually go to Dubai at 30,000 rupees, including accommodation, transfers, basic sightseeing, and flights from Chennai. So, crazy deal offer again is exclusively for first-time travelers who today are just looking at, okay, can I look at taking a quick holiday which is very budget-friendly. So we have crazy deal offers again across destinations, domestic and international, which are, again, to be honest, these are very limited. So there will be some sort of compromise in terms of the date of travel, where if they want that deal, maybe that date they are looking at is already sold out for that pricing. They'll have to pay slightly more, or they'll have to go for a slightly different date. But that way, from an offer point of view, it is available, people are taking it. So it's a first come, first serve to a large extent for that best pricing and that best date. Otherwise, slightly more, and people are actually happy with it. So crazy deal is the other one. And otherwise, we have a lot of regular offers which we also partner with. We partner with a lot of banks, for example, where we have cashback programs for customers. We also have a lot of giveaways that we do with our partnerships that we have across the world. And we also have very strong discounting right now, because we are able to get those deals from a lot of these places, because a lot of places today also want business, right? So we are actually able to get those deals and give it across as discounts to our customers also.
Okay, and how about
we have Portable bookings. We also invested in technology, and a lot of our business also something that even within the system, within the organization also, there's a lot of automation that we have done. From a bookings point of view, we also held a lot of virtual connects with our past customers and regular customers, and also on our social platforms. We had a lot of focus groups that we invested in, and people gave their inputs. Based on that, we have taken a lot of these measures which are part of TravelShield. So, for example, we ensure that there are very minimum booking deposits for people to book their holiday, because people felt that this is especially not right now. Now things are still more stable, but back a few months back, people felt that there's a lot of uncertainty. Why should I pay so much and block it? And what if I don't get to travel or something happens? So minimum booking deposits, free rescheduling, free cancellation. So these are all things that usually, and for a hotel or a standalone hotel, these have always been there. But for an entire holiday, these were all things that are very new to the industry. So that was also possible because we worked with our own partner companies, we worked with our regular partners across the world. We were able to get those deals and those policies for us to present to our customers. So all those are there. And from an on-tour point of view is where we really wanted to ensure that as an industry, we look at what we can do. Where we looked at contact points right from every person a customer will ever get in touch with is vaccinated, has their certificate displayed, hotel rooms are sanitized before they came, the coach is sanitized every day morning. So a lot of those touch points have been taken care, right from the driver to the tour guide to the restaurant we are using. All those people are vaccinated and all that. Likewise, insurance schemes were also part of it. We ensured even hotel quarantine is taken care, because we saw that this was a problem that was recurring. Right? In case somebody is testing positive, then normal travel insurances included a hospitalization. But a lot of destinations are not allowing our customers to get hospitalized. They told you are to quarantine. So we included that also as part of our insurance package with our partner company, which is ICICI Lombard. So broadly, all this has happened, and Apollo Clinics has been our partner or consultant for the TravelShield program. They have vetted a lot of our protocols and given their go-ahead, and we even have there are doctors available 24/7 for anyone to contact. So broadly, as TravelShield, we have done all this. So we believe that the way the industry has responded, and we are seeing the revival right now, and the business is already starting to really thrive for all the destinations that are open today. So the countries that I spoke about have really boomed. So Maldives right now is actually completely packed. Most of their resorts are full, most of their villas are full, and people are traveling. Likewise, Turkey and Switzerland. I head the holiday sales vertical for Thomas Cook. I'm based in Bangalore. Prasoon here with me. Prasoon heads South India. He's also based in Bangalore, and we also have some of our colleagues with us. We have Santosh who heads Tamil Nadu retail. We have Suraj who heads our franchise setup in Tamil Nadu, and we have Vasu who heads our visa business for Tamil Nadu. So we have a fairly comprehensive set of people here with us. So context பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் broadly I'll cover 4 to 5 points. Okay. First is about what the travel industry has gone through over the last 18 months. So obviously with the pandemic, the industry has been one of the most affected ones. So I'll give a quick walkthrough from the business side, from the industry side on what we have gone through and what we have seen and how the revival has happened and what's going on. Second is I'll also give a quick summary of all the destinations that are open now. Now, இது வந்து நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது. What destinations are open today and whether we can travel, whether what are the protocols, are there any processes around it. A lot of people are still looking forward to that information. So I will try and cover that. And then I'll also quickly give a small capping of what Thomas Cook is doing to ensure a very safe and convenient travel during this time. Being the market leader, we have done a lot of things around it, and I'll give a cap of that, and maybe a lot of people might even find it useful or interesting to know about. Okay. So broadly, these are the things that I'll be covering over the next 10 minutes. It won't take more than that. Before we start, a quick summary of Thomas Cook and what Thomas Cook India is. Thomas Cook India is the country's largest travel solutions provider. We are present in about 160 plus outlets across India, and additionally in a lot of airports, a lot of major airports, we manage the foreign exchange counters there. And in India, we are present in more than 80 cities and towns across the length and breadth of the country. From a business's point of view, we are the market leaders, or at least in the top two, in a variety of different businesses within travel. So travel, we are the market leader in holidays, we are the market leader in foreign exchange, we are also very big in MICE, which is corporate incentive movement for the dealers and employees. And we are also very large in the corporate travel space, which is obviously corporates working with us. They are travel partner for their employees and their travel needs. And the visa vertical is again one of the largest. We do a lot of visas, and we also manage corporate visas and all that. So broadly, these are the businesses that we are large in, and we are the market leader in most of these. Additionally, we also have, as part of the Thomas Cook India group companies, we also have various companies present in about 25 different countries across 5 continents. Okay, so it's a large group from a travel point of view. A lot of these companies are obviously part of the travel setup, and they are all market leaders in their space also. And we work very closely with each of them because they are part of the same family. That's the brief on Thomas Cook. Now, obviously, the last 18 months has been obviously life-changing for all of us. Every one of us here, I'm sure, has been affected in some form or the other. We have seen near and dear ones getting affected. Some of us have lost people who are close to us, and the entire world is still, understanding how to manage this. The travel industry has obviously been one of the most affected ones, and when the pandemic, or rather when we first understood it was a pandemic, obviously we went for lockdowns. A lot of countries closed borders to ensure that they try to control the spread of the pandemic. India was also one of them. We also closed our borders. In fact, we were one of the first ones, and the initial part was really well managed. We were able to control that. Then obviously after that, after the lockdowns came down, at the same time we also understood that the COVID numbers are increasing. All of us, obviously we are all aware, right, what we have gone through. So till about June of 2020, right, from March till June or till end of June 2020, absolutely not much travel was happening. Borders were completely closed. So then the air bubble agreements came in, and then some movement of people started happening. From a holidays point of view, for families, from about July last year, families and people slowly started taking weekend getaways and staycations. Okay. So weekend getaways basically are only for 2 or 3 days, so they go for a resort close by. A lot of resorts and a lot of hotels across the country, especially right now I'm talking only about domestic because that's what started. So July and August last year, a lot of properties were actually going out of their way to ensure that safety measures are taken and all that. So from July to August, a lot of weekend getaways happen. Staycations are basically, as the name implies, the stay itself is the vacation. So people actually booked a hotel. In fact, Chennai le pathina, a lot of people booked a resort in Chennai itself. They are in Chennai, they went to a resort in Chennai, stayed there for 3 days, simply because people wanted a break. So they did that, they relaxed, came back. So this actually started